лузі червона калина похилилася. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну розвеселимо. Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну розвеселимо. Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну розвеселимо. Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну розвеселимо.
Hello and welcome to Record Label Boss. It's still a war in Ukraine and it still sucks. So if you have some money or if you want to do something to help Ukraine, I'm sure you can figure out a way to do that. So why don't you go ahead and do that? Because, you know, all it takes for evil to triumph is for good people to stand silent. Welcome to Record Label Boss, and today I'm going to talk about something that is a little bit different than what I actually had planned before, for reasons that were really beyond my control. In my Reddit stream, I put in there, I created a viral Discord bot, and today, also upon the suggestion of Lottie, to make Monday a little bit more of a talking day and to kind of like talk about what's going on in the label, what's going on in the world of music, and what's going on in the world of independent music, actually, mostly. I was going to talk about things that we do at the label, some projects that we have and what we do. And as most of you can probably understand, it's extremely difficult for an indie label, artist-run indie label as we are. At this time, I recently talked to René Luengo, who has collaborated with me before, and he's recently made a song, I think it's called City Lights, where him and Habari made that song, and they had like 1 million plays or something on it, and in the end, they came out for a year, and they made like $900 of that song. That's not even minimum wage for a month. So, you know, and that is just one of their songs, that the one that perform the best. So even for the artists that are really good and they're, talented and doing the right things, it's really difficult to live. So we all look for different things to do. And a while ago, I figured, how can I give new life to promotion? How can I promote my artists better? How can I do something for my artists? And I was contemplating that we as Count Zero Records, we have around 50 artists and probably close to 300 songs that we represent. Don't really get any money from Spotify. I mean, we do get something, but it's like, I don't know, $100 a year or something. It's a joke. We are really giving our music to Spotify for free. We are not getting paid. The artists aren't getting paid. It's a kind of like I don't know. I see Spotify as a charity, a reverse charity. Spotify is somebody who takes charity from the poor people and gives it to the rich people. I found out that more than one person on the board of Spotify is now a billionaire. And I want to congratulate them on doing that on the backs of independent artists and artists as a whole, because all that money comes from the artists that they took it from. So, I'm really happy that Daniel Ek has $3 billion, that his CEO buddy has $2 billion, and that some more people on the board of Spotify are billionaires for the simple business model of not paying out these gains to the artists. Genius, isn't it? Okay, so rather than just giving Spotify everything for free, one day I thought to myself, I could just fucking give it to people for free myself. If I found people that were appreciative of our artists' music, that didn't have any money because they were kids and they couldn't really afford it, but they wanted to listen to something, what we had, what other people didn't have. Hey Wayne, hey Get to Know, and hey Avimi, was the rights to a lot of music. And I figured, how do people nowadays listen to music? And which people do we want to reach? And for a while ago, we weren't so satisfied with Meta. And we decided to kind of like pull out of Facebook and Instagram and things like that. And we chose Discord as our community building tool because it's really great. You can chat, you can voice talk, you can even stream. You can do a lot of things, and there's no advertisements, and Discord doesn't really interfere in a way that Facebook or Instagram permanently interferes with you, because whenever you're not paying them, they get really pissy, and they just, always have that, pay me now button, You cannot have a community unless you continuously pay them. They will turn down your engagement, and they will do all kinds of crazy shit. So, okay, we said, let's go to Discord. And also upon the counsel of my dear Get to Know Max Beauty, who's been using Discord in her thing as a gamer, and she said, it's an up and coming thing. So we looked at it, and I think a year ago or so, we opened a Discord server. Today, the Discord server is ran by me, Lottie, Yo-Yo, and Scotty. Bunch of people who are helping me. A very wonderful team that we got on the Discord server. We got a great community building going on there. And I found out that on Discord there's something called bots. So they're essentially little programs that you can have on your Discord server that give you extra stuff. Like there would be a bot that would say funny things, and then there would be a bot who could play games with you, tic-tac-toe, and kind of like apps. Think of them as apps for your Discord server. And I figured out, and because we're all about the music, so I'm like, where's the music bot? I want to have music. I want to have radio. It's going to be, our server is we're a freaking label. And I find out that the problem there is actually that they're not allowed to use the music from SoundCloud, from YouTube, etc., because these platforms say the music on my platform is only for my platform. You're not allowed to download it and use it and stream it on the Discord. And every single bot that I looked into, I found out that every single music bot that plays music is actually doing that so illegally. Some of them get away with it, but none of them are actually legal. And I was like, wow, that is so fucking sad. And of course, people like Universal or Sony, etc., are not going to make a bot because they're making a lot of money on Spotify because they own it. So they get to control how much Spotify pays to who, all the good stuff. If you own the casino, the rules are different for you. But what we have over them is, number one, we don't make any money from Spotify and other streaming. And number two, we have a lot of songs that we can do with whatever we want. So I said to myself, we're going to make a music bot. We're going to make the world's first 100% legal music bot for Discord. Might be a smaller community. It's not Facebook yet or anything like that, but I think it's going to be a great addition. It's going to provide value to people who would have otherwise never heard of the music of our artists. And so I went ahead and started on the journey of learning Python, which is the language that that you can make. You can make bots in all kinds of languages, but I chose Python, and it's actually very similar to everything I did before. Pretty similar to C and others. Not very difficult. And I was like chugging along, programming the bot here and here. Maniac says, "Excuse me, Meta." Yeah, Meta. Stupid Meta. And so I made the bot, and I tested it, and it went really well. And it took me like months to do that stuff. I'm not really good with the programming. I haven't done any actual coding in probably like 15 years or so. I used to be a programmer, but then I did other stuff. Like for 20 years, I don't even know when I commercially program anything. They call it coding now, Okay. So it took me months to get this stuff running, but now I'm pretty good. I'm pretty well. And so I put out the bot for the first time. And some of you might know that when you make a bot new, Discord limits you to 100 servers that your bot can be on. So in the evening, I go to sleep. I put the bot up. I put the bot up. It was ready. It could play songs. It had playlists. It had all kinds of stuff. And I put the bot up and I go to sleep. And the next day I wake up and I get a message from Discord. Please verify your bot. I'm like, what are they so stressed about? Waniac says, music bot sounds awesome. Hope it takes off for you. Listen, keep listening, Waniac. It's fucking crazy. And I'm like, what are they so worried about? It's Avi's music bot. How the fuck does Discord care? So I log on, and it says, your bot is now in 100 servers. You need to verify your bot. I'm like, holy shit. This bot got into 100 servers overnight. I did list it on TopGG and others and stuff, and it is the world's first music bot that is fully legal. I saw the value, but I didn't think anybody else was going to see that value. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that fucking shit. So I fill out that Discord stuff to verify the bot. So I fill it out. I press the button, and they're like, yeah, we're going to verify your bot now. So I go to sleep again, and I'm like super excited. I'm like, dude, I got 100 servers for the bot. That is so nice, Who would not want to have their because it's so hard for independent artists to get their music out, and 100 servers that are playing them, their songs, is going to be great for my artists. It's going to be wonderful. People are going to appreciate their music. I put links in the bot to where the people that are listening can click and see more from the artist. The bot shows the album cover, and it gives you a link to join the server with the artist and tell the artist that he's cool, and all kinds of things I was thinking about. And so I verify the Discord bot, do some other stuff, and I go to sleep again, and I wake up again, and I have another message from Discord. and it says, your bot has suspicious growth. We have limited your bot to 250 servers. Please contact customer support. I'm like, holy shit. It actually went again. It went again. It went to 250, So it's now in 250 servers, And I send a message to Discord customer support, and I talked to the guy, and he's like, yeah, your bot had some extremely fast growth, and we're thinking that there's some duplicates on there, like, and I'm like, what do you mean duplicates in there? Like people to where one person invites the bot to multiples of his server, and I'm like, why would that be a problem? And they're like, yeah, because it looks like you're like faking your growth. I'm like, dude, no. But you know what? I'm going to program something into the bot to where I can see the IDs of the owners of the servers that the bot is on. And that took me like 2 days. And then I do it and I run the list, and I finally have the list after 2 days of programming because, again, I suck. And there's not a single duplicate on there. And I take the list and I send it to the customer support of Discord, and they say, hey, I just programmed what you had said to check for duplicates, and this is the list of people that have the bot on their server, and there is not a single duplicate on there. So I don't know where the issue lies. And he's like, hey, thanks for programming that. That's great information. I'm going to forward that to the development team and see what they have to say about this, And I'm like, yeah, sure, do it. And I'm thinking to myself, everything is pretty cool now. And it's limited to 250. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck is all this happening, So I go into various bot listers that I had listed it on. And I found out that the bot was not requested 100 times, and it wasn't requested 250 times. It was requested way over 5,000 times to be joined to a server. And I was like, holy shit, I am not padding anything. This is actually just a very, very, very few people that are getting the bot. Actually, like a whole lot more people want the bot than are actually getting it. And I'm like, holy crap, I gotta yeah, but people want the music bot, Wayne, that's right. And I'm like, dude, I gotta make something to where I'm taking the empty servers, because there's a lot of people who invite a bot on their server just to fuck around with it, and I gotta get rid of the empty servers so I can make the bot exclusive for servers that actually have people on it, that actually wanna not just like test the bot and stuff. And so I go to programming again, and I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out, take the membership from every server and make the bot leave every server that has less than X natural people, So if it's less than 5 people, it's probably, I don't know, So, God damn it, it takes me another 2 days to do that. And so I programmed that. And after much trial and error, I'm finally able to program this function to where the bot looks at every single server that it's in, and if the server is small, it just leaves, because if the server is empty, then the spot is wasted. So finally, I'm in the system channel, I'm seeing, I have left this server, I have left this server, I have left this server. I'm like, yeah, shit, holy crap, it's gonna go good, bots leaving all kinds of servers. That's gonna, and I'm like, I don't know, is it gonna fuck me up? Am I gonna get these people back, And I had programmed a message that the bot will now send when he joins a server. And as I'm kicking shit out of the server, I have joined this server. I have joined this server. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm leaving servers and this bot is fucking joining servers. What's going on? So I go to the panel to where you can see how many times your bot has been requested. And there's now around 9,000 servers that have requested the bot. And every minute, 2 or 3 more servers are requesting the bot. And I'm like, holy Christ, this is like way past anything. And Discord is like, let's see if you can grow from 100 to 250 servers over the next few weeks. That's the message that I have. And I just don't know what to say to these guys anymore, because they're like, you're faking your growth. Let's just organically grow from 100 to 150 to 250, sorry. And I'm like growing from 100 to 250 in like 3 hours at the very least. I just open fucking slots and people take them. It doesn't. And at this point, I'm like, what the hell, you know? Because obviously people want music. And for us as musicians, that's great. People want music. People want to have a music bot on their server. Why not? I have a link there that says join our Discord server and tell our artists that you like their music. That would be so cool if actual people come into our Discord server where the people are that make the music and they say, hey, I listened to your song. It's a really cool song. Then, of course, there's a donate link and there's a link to the artist's other material so they can, you know, maybe buy something or not. But the bot itself is free. It doesn't pressure you to do anything, and it doesn't do any kind of... It's countzerorecords.com/Discord. Maybe I should put that link up. I'm just too dumb. Hold on, let me... people want books. So let me see where I can... Do I have a Discord link? Maybe... I'm just going to quickly look for that Discord link. No. CCR link. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. CountZeroRecords.com. And hold on, let me. And then here you just put /Discord. It's really not difficult. Hold on, I'll put it up here. Okay. Yeah, good. See, I can do it. I'm not that dumb. Okay, so here I am with now 9,000 going on 10,000 server requests, and people are like writing in the forum, I can't add this bot to my server. People are coming on our Discord server making tickets. I can't install your bot on our server. and whenever I purge the servers of the bot and I remove some lower servers, some lower number servers, immediately people come on, and I'm like purging and purging. I'm gonna do a server numbers now. I made like a whole bunch of commands to handle all this stuff. Server number. Yeah, 137 servers since. So in the last hour, 50 more servers were taken, because I cut it down to like 90 servers from 250, which is our maximum. And in 1 hour, it has grown 50 servers. So, you know, when they're saying to me, hey, let's see how many weeks you need to grow from 100 to 250, I don't know, 2 hours on an offbeat day to where it's not really much going on. And, you know, I was like, fucking hell. So Where am I? Yeah, and here's the Discord, and I'm gonna make that a little. No, I have a. I think I have a. Oopsie. I obviously I'm overlaid with a thing. Yeah, not good. I have some screens and I wanted to show you. So I figured, today I'll do a little talk about how I made that music bot. Ebook says he joined. Thanks, man. Ebook. Welcome to the server, and I can't talk with you right now on there, but stay and hang out, and we can talk afterwards. So I figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit about the music bot, what my motivation was, how something can go viral, and why I think it's important, or what lessons that you can learn from it, and how surprised I am that this actually happened, how hopeful I was that something like this would happen, and how interesting it is that Discord is seemingly somewhat convinced that I'm like faking these numbers. Like I'm like making all these people take my bot. I don't even know how. And the fact is, absolutely, we're a record label. We do make advertisements. So we do have advertisements running that have people coming to our website, have people coming to our YouTube. That's normal. That's essentially what you do as a label. You promote your artist's music. And of course, it points to pages where the server is also promoted. But that does in no way explain that, I have artists that have great songs, and never in the history of my label has any song blown up in this proportion to where there's like 8,000 people that wanna have something in the span of like a week. You know what I mean? That can only be driven by a definitive need of people wanting to have something because it's unique, and Ebook says, I like your honesty. Thank you very much. I try to, it's my life. So I think the reason why this is going to be interesting, and the reason why so many people want this bot, is because usually record labels don't put out their music in this way. Because if they're big labels, they make a lot of money with selling it on Spotify and other channels as well. And other people don't necessarily own that much catalog. We are one of the bigger indie labels. We're not one of the biggest indie labels by far. We're not Spinnin' Records or Monster Cat or anything like that. And we're also not a genre-based label to where you only have one type of music. We have instrumental music, rock music, metal music, Americana, blues, country, EDM, dance, house, soul, funk, jazz. It's just a very diverse bunch of people that are with us in that artist-run label. Everybody is an artist. I'm an artist too. Everybody makes their own music, and we get together to organize our rights in this way. And taking charge of your own rights essentially allows you to do with them whatever you please. And this is how you can put them out in a bot. Because who's going to do that? Everybody who makes money, Sony isn't going to put out a bot that plays their music, and other people aren't going to do that as well. Radio certainly won't do it. Independent artists don't have enough songs to make a compelling bot. And third parties are never going to get a license agreement from somebody to have a bot like that. There is kind of like online streaming things to where Twitch is like buying this like royalty-free music, like dum-de-doodle, 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 that you can play in the background of your stream, but it's fucking irritating if you want to hear real music. So as an indie label, you're actually uniquely positioned to do that. And if you do that and you just do it for donations, and I put a donation function in the bot today when I saw that 9,000 servers wanted to have that bot, I was like, fuck. I have to put in a donation function. Maybe somebody wants to give $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 once every whatnot. If we put a bot on 40,000 servers and just like every 100th or every 1,000th person, hey 404, thank you so much. Much love to you. I love you too. So it should, and now listen to this insanity. If we put a Discord bot out and it's on 40,000 servers and every 1,000th person, that means 40, donates $3 a month, that will be more income for most people on my label than they get from Spotify and all the streaming. Just the most minute, smallest, tiniest donation that you can get without any force, without any advertisement. Just say, hey, there's a donation function. If you want to click it, fine. And if 1 out of 1,000 guys gives $1, it's more than Spotify. And that in itself is mind-blowing. The tiniest charity that people would have for my artists if they enjoy their music would be more than what the biggest music company in the world pays them. And this is why it's so beautiful. Because obviously it's a win-win situation. So many people want to have a legal music bot, and I'm happy, I'm ecstatic that they want to have the bot, and I'm very happy to provide it to them. Seeing what I just saw today and yesterday, I'm going to do more programming. I'm going to give it more features. I'm gonna add more playlists because people want it. It's a way that I can get people interested in my artist's music, and it's a way that I can give people value. And even if we have just the fucking tiniest donations, it's going to be more. DT77 prayers. Bill Homer knows what's up. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fucking awesome for that. So I'm going to go ahead and now show you the bot, because maybe some of you are interested in it, what it is, what it can do, how it works, how 10,000 people have already requested the bot, and how 250 currently have the ability to get it. So if you're one of the 250, that's great for you. I just did a purge. If you want to have the bot, hey, hello from Ireland is confident. Okay, here's the cat. Okay, dude, that's Ringo Starr, the label cat. When I'm streaming, he loves to be on set. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Really? Are we gonna do this now? Are we gonna do this? You can see. Come, boy. Okay, so and why I think it's important and why I'm so happy with it, how it works. And currently, I just did a purge. So if you wanna have Biodynamic is from Germany, isn't it? I'm not sure. If you want a bot, you can currently get it because I have some free spaces because I just did a purge. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. It doesn't cost you anything, but you can have it. The way that you can get it is you can go to. I'm gonna have to take the boy and put him off because it's a bit too. Okay, go ahead. You can go to countzerorecords.com/DMB, like Discord Music Bot. I'm gonna put that link up as well. Let me just paste duplicate. Do that, and I'm gonna be the bot man. So weird. Whenever you think what is going to work in your life and what is not going to work, you're like, I never thought I was gonna that a bot is gonna be it. DMB. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I put that up. So if you're a Discord server owner and you want a Discord server bot, can you promote my website using bots? I'm not sure what you mean. what kind of website you have and why I would use bots to promote it. I'm not exactly sure how I do that. I literally made a bot to play music. It doesn't really do anything else. It plays music really nice. Okay, I'm gonna show you how that works. Just know that if you're watching on Reddit, you might be missing to the left and right a little bit. And if you want to join us on Discord, you can go to countzerorecords.com/Discord. And if you want to have the bot, you can go to countzerorecords.com/DMB. Okay, let's get into this. And I will. Oh man, that's weird. Let me just move myself a little bit over there. Okay, I'm gonna hop on over. I'm gonna hop on over here. And I'm gonna move this DMB a little bit over. I can transfer myself. Sorry, it's a little bit impromptu today, but I never thought that this was gonna happen. Okay, so we have a website here for the DMB, the Discord music bot. That's what I call it, So if you're you can see it here. So it says, the website says, Count Zero Records Discord music bot. Get unlimited access to hundreds of songs, dozens of playlists, and more on your Discord server. Our bot is the world's first fully legal and licensed music bot because we can. Support the artists, join the support server, and tell them if you like their song. So that's what I put there, because we can. I thought that was funny. You said you promote your website using Discord. Yeah, we promote the music that people are hearing. Because when people hear the music, it's promotion. Do you know what I mean? It's like so. Maybe I should not assume you know what I mean. When you're an indie artist, your biggest problem always is that people have no way to hear your music ever. Because Spotify puts you on the last possible spot for discovery. They put you all the way in the back. No bigger company will give you any kind of a spot in a good playlist. And even if you pay, the spots that you get on playlists are usually sucky. So as an indie artist, getting heard is the most difficult thing you can do. And what I mean by promotion is that when people use our Discord music bot, it plays music, the playlists, and then people hear the music from that artist and they see the album cover, and then they know what the artist is called, what the song is called, what the album cover looks like. And that's promotion because it lets people know that there's the artist such and such, and maybe you liked his song. And this would be something that they would have otherwise never known, because we will never get any kind of, oh, that's good. Ebook says that's how they treat indie authors. Yeah, just imagine your book being at the very, 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 very end of a huge store, put somewhere where nobody, absolutely nobody will ever find it. And that's what they do with independent music. It literally gets put at the very bottom of the pile, and if there's people that happen to like it, they will aggressively show them mainstream music from the owners of the streaming service in order to make sure that the fan converts. Hey, how the fuck is that going? A lot of Pidgey pledged $5 via Patreon. CountZeroRecords.com DMB. How is that alarm even coming up? How do I have a Patreon alarm? I'm now absolutely baffled. How is that happening? Okay, but thank you, Lottie. That's great. And this is what we want. We want people to see and to hear our artists' music, and I did one. It just came up. Swear to God. Lottie pledged $5 on Patreon. That's what came up. I have no idea why. But you probably have a Patreon subscription to Record Label Boss or something, which is good. So your number one thing, just like you for the ebooks maybe, is that I really don't think I didn't do anything, is that you want people to hear your music. You want people to hear your ebooks, to see your ebooks. And this is what it is. There is no thing in the bot to where the bot says, hey, come here and buy our penis enlargement or something like that. There's no advertisement. The product is the advertisement. It's kind of like having a car and just simply letting people drive it. You're just showcasing the product and saying, this is our stuff. Have a look at it, and if you like it, great, But it's not advertisement in the sense of the word that ads are popping up and telling you to do something. Because I believe that just mostly annoys people and pisses them off. I think if you let the product talk for you, and if you let the product speak, then you probably have more of a case than if you were to aggressively advertise your stuff. So I made this website, countzerorecords.com/DMB, literally right before the show, because thousands of people obviously want to see this bot, and they usually go to some website where they can download a bot. And so I had to make something happen that would in some way allow me to set people on the right path, and kind of like give them the ability to check that out. I'm going to make a small version of this above my head so that you can possibly see what we're going to do, even if you're on a upstraight format. So if you go to the webpage, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see Count Zero Records Discord Music Bot. It's just a page that I made now. And you can click invite the bot to your server. And if you click that, a Discord window will come up and say, do you want to invite the bot to your server? Nothing to do. Just click on it and the bot will come on the server. Or you can click join the support server, which lets you join our Count Zero Records Discord server if you have any questions. Now, when you okay, let's scroll down a little bit. It says here, and I love this. I did that. Power of independent music. Awesome artists. Every artist has a journey. Some have been making music all their life. Some just started out. All are awesome, and all of them are included in the bot's playlist. Number 2, great music. 100% fully legal music bot with over 200 licensed songs and various playlists. You get awesome independent music playlists for your server. Number 3, nice developers. That's mostly me. We are all artists. That's true. Developers included. Yeah. We don't work for someone. That's right. We work for ourselves. That's right. We are in nobody's pocket, and we're happy to chat with you about your ideas. That's right. So if you have any ideas for the music bot, I'm totally open to it. Everybody on the server is. Then I have here our community, music industry Discord. Meet artists, producers, managers, bookers, and all kinds of people from the music industry and chat with them today. Yep. Career advice and more. That's true. Yes, we listen to your demos, we give advice, and we help you connect for free. We're an artist community, and you are part of it. Help us develop. We love to listen to your ideas on how we can make our bot better, help our artists better, and create a more perfect community. It's okay. I gotta correct that. All right, we are CCR. We Count Zero Records. We're 100% privately owned and funded. We're not connected with any other label, major or otherwise. Not beholden to outside global economic interest. Our management consists of professionals with over 25 years of international experience. And then you can click here more about us. You know, so it's like this cool website where you can scroll through. And here we have the bot commands, the playlists, and the privacy. Three things. You can do help, shows all the commands. Tutorial, shows you a tutorial. Playlists, play, skip, stop, and version. Very, very basic music player controls. Playlists, we have pop music, Polula, oh my god, so many spelling errors. Rap music, EDM, rock, metal, country, instrumental, and all. So various playlists that you can play. And then the privacy, which is always required on Discord, is very simple. We don't save any of your data. We don't even retrieve any of your data. And we will never spam you. So people were asking me for the privacy policy of the bot, the Discord people, and also other people. And everybody had like these long privacy policies. And we are taking your email address and then we're doing this with it and this and this. And I made a private policy and it's just fairly small, you know. It's like, which data do you use in your bot and save and store from the user? And I wrote none. That's it. Our privacy policy is we don't save any of your data. We don't retrieve any of your data. We have absolutely zero. It was the best thing. And people are like, what? All right. We do use YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel. But on YouTube, you have to pay for engagement as a small label. So it costs. YouTube is something that costs money for small labels. It's not something that does anything. Yeah, we don't use any API. We have no data we receive from anybody. I 1000% do not care who listens to what music. If people choose to buy something, to go listen somewhere, to buy a concert ticket, that's all I need. I don't need to take data from anybody. So our privacy policy is very simple. We don't take any of your data, where a lot of other bots do. And I was like, what? Then we got a little bit of artist feedback here, some beautiful pictures from Misty, from CIG, and from me. With a little bit of talking stuff that you can have a look at. So if you want to look at the webpage, that still has a bunch of spelling errors because I just made it like right before the show started. So in the last like hour or so, you can do so at countzerorecords.com/DMB, and I'm sure it's gonna grow. And I needed to change it and actually point it towards a server which is going to be able to handle 10,000 hits in, I don't know, whatnot, a week or so. So, I'm really stoked because once Discord actually grants us the honor of having our bot available on more than 250 servers, I think we're going to see a lot of growth on it. And I'm somewhat sad that it's not on 10,000 servers today, because it could be. But I'm extremely honored and happy that so many people are interested in the bot and how it works. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit on how the bot works on a server, and what you how it how it works when you put the bot on your server here. RPM Studio window. No. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. I'm figuring out how to put it up for you. There's Discord. Okay. Let me go with that. Go with that window, and then I'm gonna possibly, okay, if I make this a bit yeah, well Okay. Alrighty. Let me just put that above myself so that you can you can see how that works. Okay. So okay, let me click that off. So what the bot does when the bot enters your server, it's going to create a category called Count Zero Records, like you see here over on the left. And it's going to create a channel called Radio DJ and a channel called Radio. In that radio channel, the bot is going to play the music that you want it to play. And in the Radio DJ channel, it accepts the commands. And I'm going to do, for example, one command is version. You do exclamation mark version, and it will show you the version of the bot. That's the 125 build. That's what I just literally finished just before the show. And if you do exclamation mark help, it will show you the command listing: donate, help, house clean, owners, play, playlists, premium, server number, service, skip, stop, tutorial. Now you'll see some commands. It's exclamation mark play. Man, you're interrupting my show, dude. So the ones that have an admin after it, you're not going to be able to see, because those are admin commands and only I, as the bot owner, can see them. But for example, very simple command. If you type exclamation mark donate, it would just freaking link you a donate link. And then of course the one that you want to have is exclamation mark play, and it will say playlist not found. Please play a playlist, and it show you the playlist: rap, rock, pop, instrumental, country, blah blah. I'm gonna do exclamation mark play pop. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I'm a little bit confused. Okay, stopped. Because I can't hear it on the stream. That was a little bit weird. Where is it putting it out to? I just have to set up my... let me just quickly check in my... oh, it goes to the lines. Were you able to hear that music on the stream? I don't think you were able to hear the music on the stream, right? Weird. Hold on, let me see. I think I have to go here. Somebody's playing. Oh, there you go. Okay, this is just for me. I'm gonna not play it on the stream because I have to figure out the routing for the for some reason it weird. Yeah, I can't see a sound source here. There it was briefly. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, and what you see is now playing. Then you see the artist and the artist's name, the song, and hold on, I should be moving mouse here, and the cover. You see the genre: singer, songwriter, pop. You have a little thing with details where you can click more from the artist. You can click on support and more, join our Discord server for support and more, and then get music for your server, invite the Count Zero Records music bot. So you can click on there and then you can invite it to your own Discord server. And if you want to skip it, you can do exclamation mark skip, and then it will just go to the next song in the playlist. Very, very easy, very, very good. It doesn't pull any data off of YouTube or anything. It comes from our own servers. There's absolutely nothing that is even remotely illegal about this. We are serving this music from our own servers, and it's the music that we own all the copyrights to. This is Matt Reed. He's really awesome. He's from Ireland. He had a number 15 chart placement in Ireland with this album. Really good guy. And then I can do things like server number. So if I want to see, there you go, active on 145 servers. Just before the show, I cut it down to 90, and it's now crawling up. There's like 1 or 2 servers coming up like every minute. Then I can do servers, which will show me all the servers, owners, which will show me all the owners. And then, of course, for a lot of people who have a hard time installing the bot, there's !tutorial, which will show you essentially a 4-step thing on how to install the bot or how to use the bot. The bot sets itself up when you let it join the server. But some servers and some server operators remove certain privileges from the bot, and if the bot doesn't have enough privileges to go through the setup routine, then it's not set up correctly and you're going to have to do it manually. So in other words, if you're stopping the bot from installing itself correctly, then you're going to have to do it manually. It's not very difficult. All you have to do is create a channel that is called radio-DJ and a voice channel called radio. And the bot will look for these channels. It will communicate and talk with you in Radio DJ, and it will play music in radio. So if there's anything that you can have to where you can make things easier, I'll be happy to make changes, etc. And if you want to join us on the Discord server, of course, you can join the support server and then go in there and give us some ideas on what you think would be a cool feature, etc. Eventually, I'm going to make a room for the bot where people can propose features or vote on features or something like that, like with a plus and minus or up and down. Like, I don't know, I want to have this and that feature, and I don't want to have this and that feature, you know. So, this is it's deceptively simple, but it took a very long time to do all this. In the background, the bot has a database where it pulls all the MP3s and the album graphics and all of these things. It's all online. There's nothing to be saved. Your server is not going to use any kind of like a space or something. Nothing. And if you want to donate, you can do so under the donate thing. The house clean command is really important for me because it makes the bot leave all the servers that are kind of like empty servers, you know. But you can't see that, and you can also not do that. So the programming all these commands was quite a bit of a challenge. Alrighty, good. I'm gonna disconnect here from this space, and oh yeah, that is not so good because people won't be able to see that. So this is it. If you want to see the bot in action and you are thinking about getting it for yourself, you can always join our Discord server and then try the commands there. Because these commands are open, you can control the bot just like you would be able to control it on your own server. You can pick various playlists, you can skip, forward, stop, and do all kinds of stuff. And if there's anything you think that we really should have on the server or on the bot, then you can just let me know, and I'll try to implement that on the bots and uh, put some features on there that people think are great. I've been implementing mostly features that let me control and handle this enormous amount of traffic that I'm getting, and it was actually really crazy. I'm gonna reload now. You cannot see this, but I'm gonna reload now. The traffic stats that I'm pulling for the bot, and yeah, we're steadily increasing. So I think today, just today, about 1,000 people requested it for the server, and about 12,000 people looked at it. Do you have an alarm feature? No, but why alarm? What? What would that do? Like bing bing, it's time to check out the toaster. I don't know. I want a song to be played at 6. Oh, yes, I could do that. It does not have that, but you could definitely do like trigger a playlist at a certain time. You know what I mean? You could definitely make a command that says play playlist, and then the third parameter passed would be a certain time in your time zone, and then at that time that playlist would start. I'm not sure what you would be able to do with that, but it is possible. But what I saw, what a lot of people do, and I think who was that I saw that from? I saw that from who did I see that? Damn it, some bot that I'm following. I don't know. Some bot that I was following, and they have a room where they put every feature that somebody requested and that they think that is good, and then they let people vote on it. So they say, for example, alarm feature, who wants it? And then people get to vote on it, and then they will essentially have a look at how that works, and which features get upvoted the most. And ebook says, I want to play your song. Just do play EDM, and then you can skip through my songs, because being a VO with an A, I come first in the playlist. So you can play some of my songs by just going on there and saying, because now there's something playing, so you could say stop, then you could say play EDM, and then you could say, skip to the next song, or it would just play the EDM playlist where I'm on the top of it, All right, I'm gonna have to do a minimum break here. Hold on, where's that thing? Hold on. I'm gonna have to be right back. And I'm back here. Okay. Okay, guys. So, yes. Sometimes, it's very peculiar, but I've been streaming for about 2 years, and I do 2 to 3 times a week. Always 2 to 3 hours. And most of the time, I'm actually able to, do the nature call before and after the show, but sometimes it's not possible. All right, and ebook says, I also saw this voting system on some website where they take votes. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do for the features. Thumbs up to yes and thumbs down for no, or something like that. And if it has, if one thing has more votes than the other thing, you're going to start to implement from the very top what people obviously want, because you would be surprised, because people sometimes want things that you really don't necessarily think of, and they think it's really cool to have that. And what you think is really cool, they don't necessarily want to have. So I want to really kind of like implement it the way the people think it's cool. Because obviously I can implement whatever I want from my side, what I think is good. But for people, that is going to be a thing. So hold on, let me just quickly check. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't update that quick. Yep. Okay, good. So, if this works the way that I hoped that it would, I don't know how many people we're gonna have, but there's gonna be a lot of people who will have that bot, the Count Zero Records bot, on their Discord server, and I think that's a really, really good thing for our independent artists and for our artists and for independent music actually in general. I think personally that Reddit and Discord are doing more for music than like any other organization, because the ability to actually bring your music in front of people, like I see a lot of people on Reddit streaming, playing some kind of instrument, is really good, and the ability to put out your content in front of them, because on things like Spotify, that's just not the case. And I think that eventually Spotify is going to be a thing of the past. I recently connected, I haven't talked with them, with the new owners of LimeWire, who are Austrians too, and who want to turn LimeWire into a music NFT service. So there's a lot of people in the music industry going after Spotify simply because they were able to make billions, to make an absolute killing by essentially not paying artists. And you know how business is. They're not saying, hey, you should fairly pay the artists. Of course not. They're saying, hey, we should make a system that does that too, so we can be freaking rich as well. So the NFT sphere is certainly going to go after Spotify, but they're not necessarily going after Spotify to be fair to artists. That's what they all say. But they're going to be the next Spotify, to be the next person who is exploiting the artists and not paying them. And I think this is why platforms like Reddit and Discord are so important, because they are some of the platforms that still allow you some amount of free speech, some amount of platform that you just don't have on these other services, because they're entirely controlled by somebody who has interests that are directly opposed to yours. As somebody representing artists, or as somebody being an artist, your interest and Spotify's interests are absolutely diametrically opposed. What they want is essentially your downfall. They want you to have nothing and them to have everything. And it's a very tough situation. But in this situation, I mean, seriously, come on. Did you ever think that things like NFT and Discord bots would be the bane of Spotify? I did not. But I think that's what's going to happen, because people are going to figure out that if they have somebody like Spotify giving away their music for free and making a lot of money doing that, and not paying them, they could just give it away for free themselves. Why not? Why would you not give away your music for free to your fans by yourself? You don't need a mediator to give away your stuff. And Spotify's like, yeah, give me your stuff, I'll give it away. I'll not pay you, but I'll still take money from the fans. Great business model. So yeah, if you have any more questions regarding the Discord bot, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to report on the Discord bot and the story of the bot again on Wednesday, and we're going to see how that goes. But I'm very, very happy with how it's going, and I hope that Discord is going to grant a verification soon. They did accept my identity verification, but then stopped the process because of unnaturally fast growth. So that was pretty cool. So now I'm gonna be waiting for a few weeks so that more than 250 people can have the bot on their server. I am giving them daily updates. I am talking to them, but they're currently not talking back anymore. I'm trying to address their concerns that they have, but I'm also not entirely sure if they're not really shooting themselves in the foot, because if you're hindering the growth of all the bots that people really want, on the grounds that maybe there's some duplicates in there, I'm not sure you're doing your own company a service there. I think there is a certain amount of a little bit of a paranoia involved, to where they're like afraid of fakes or something. I'm not entirely sure. Then again, how is that going to hurt them? And what if somebody has a great idea, makes a bot, and just a lot of people want to have it? That's all unnatural also. Okay. Weird. But what can I say? It's for somebody like us, we do get to talk to companies. Artists generally do not get to talk to companies, but when companies talk to us, they usually don't make sense. I recently got a ticket from Google saying that there's an error. There's a problem with our YouTube AdWords account, but they cannot tell us what the error and the problem is. We have to figure out the problem ourselves and then also figure out a solution for the problem. And they're going to look at it again in a little bit. And if we have figured out the problem and the solution, then it's going to be good. Otherwise, they're going to make us more problems. And when you read these almost absurd tickets and then have a customer service representative responding upon them with equally absurd things, it's like a somewhat Kafkaesque experience. Then you're wondering, and from past understanding, from past experiences, I know that's pretty much customer support from every big tech company. You usually get some kind of extremely poorly worded, 100% auto-generated text, and at the very best, some extremely underpaid person who has absolutely no idea what anything is about. And the only people who get actual customer support are people that are the biggest accounts. It's the same way on Twitch. It's the same way on pretty much every American company, because they deeply, and there they differ from Europeans, they have an absolute complete disregard and disrespect for medium and small customers. The American company generally in tech, but others also only want to talk to the biggest and want to make that money, and they have very little understanding that it's actually the product that talks, that you grow the customers and you grow the customer base. They are essentially the anti-VW. They have extremely contentious relationship with their customers, and they would like for them to just piss off and never bother them at all. And unless they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in their shop, to just never talk to them. Whereas, the European way isn't so extremely friendly and like, hi, how you doing today? What can I do for you? But they will take a customer serious no matter what the size of the customer is. You put a ticket in, person will give you a decent response and will word out the problem. Google points you to a 400-page FAQ and says, there's some problem somewhere in those 400 pages, and you're going to have to find your own problem, and then you're going to have to find your own solution. We're just here to tell you that we think there might be a problem, but we're not going to tell you what the problem is, And to say that to a customer is extremely weird. And I've seen that quite a few times. And other companies are better. Discord is better. But their ticket definitely is incorrect. They're saying things in the ticket that are 100% provably incorrect. And then when you have customer support dealing with people, you're like, dude, what you're saying in your ticket is 100% provably incorrect. What do you want from me? They're like, yeah, that's just how it is. And me as a person who was in charge of and working on and working with and building a customer support unit for electromobility some years ago, I know how important customer support can be for your product. Because if people get a horrible experience in customer support, they're usually not coming back. And I know that a lot of people don't give a shit about any of that. But this is generally how companies then all of a sudden fall off the face of the earth, and they pull a MySpace or a Yahoo or something, even though in these cases it was probably not customer support. But if you're sending a ticket to a customer that is factually incorrect, you're making yourself look like a fool. And I get it. I get it a whole lot. And what you're saying is actually untrue. But, what can I say? As a company, you get that ticket. As an artist, they don't even talk to you. And this is also an experience I made. This is why I was saying all of this. I'm really happy that we started the label, that we have the label. We now do have some representation. We now have some open doors. We have entered into the doors where people are now telling us bullshit, but at least they're listening to us. And most of the time, over months and months and months and months, we're usually able to solve these things. Whereas for an individual artist, people usually do not even talk to them. So if an individual artist would have a problem with their distribution or their publishing, unless they have a service which is very oriented toward the end artist, they would just mostly be ignored. And even if people talk to them, they would not do what they say they're doing. So that this is also one of the problems that independent artists are facing. They cannot get support that they need for the professional distribution and publishing of their music. And when they do get support, it's the worst possible, cheapest, least caring support that you could possibly have, because companies are of the opinion that to deal with an artist is essentially a loss of money already. And in the system that it is now, it is like that because the individual artist doesn't get any money. Nothing trickles down. The music economy is not a trickle-down economy. The music economy is a trickle-up economy, or what I call it's the Black Knight business model, to where, there's a farmer that produces stuff, and then there's a person buying the stuff. But between the two of them is the Black Knight, and the Black Knight takes everything from the farmer and then sells it to the customer. And the Black Knight gets rich because the farmer works really hard, and the Black Knight only gives the farmer so much food or money back so that the farmer does not die, because he wants the farmer to continue to provide. And as long as we're Black Knighting the music industry, as long as the game in the music industry is who can take more and better and more efficiently advantage of artists, as long as this happens, there will always be another Black Knight that says, "Oh wow, this Black Knight is making billions. I could be that guy," and this is always what is happening. All right, I'm gonna check out if there's some questions on various services. Welcome and goodbye. Live chat info. Oh, info is updated. Somebody put a heart on info. Okay. Welcome and goodbye. Welcome and goodbye. Still Dill left the server. Okay. So weird. That's probably his old account. Okay. Good. I have to do 2 or 3 musical tracks today, so I'm gonna do that because otherwise they're gonna be like. So I'm gonna review a little bit of music here.
Everyone on my block has got black clothes on. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Because that's also what I do. Usually I review music.
Questioning everything, I fit right in. I fit right in. Yo.
So people send me their stuff,
Everyone on my block has got headphones.
Okay, yep, that's gonna be a no.
I'm cool with it.
Okay, track that remains somewhat basic and underproduced, but has some good ideas. All the best and cheers.
I'm okay with this.
Everybody wants something.
This is Fane from the US, classic instrumental electronic folk acoustic. What? Classic instrumental electronic folk acoustic. That's a lot of genres.
Answers that I don't need, but I keep asking questions, 'cause it helps me believe.
Yep.
And I've been walking a tightrope, only one way I could go, and it might not be right.
And ebook is asking how much have you spent? What do you mean? How much have I spent on what? I sorry, I didn't see the question when you asked it. So I got to follow up and ask on what.
I'm always trying to fit in. Well, there's no way I'll fit in, so I'll be me tonight.
Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum.
I'm so tired of saying sorry and thinking that I let you down. It's a habit that I'm used to survive the battleground. While parts of me were just existing, breathing in and breathing out. And my heart knew all that was missing. It knew I couldn't turn around. And I've been
She doesn't come out. She seems to have a good voice, but she stays like within like 20% of her capabilities. And you know, she never goes, ah, you know, that opening of that voice. But it's not bad. It's it's a little bit generic. Pretty cool track. We would like to hear more from you in the future. All best and cheers. The problem is that this kind of music and this kind of singing is kind of like, you'll be able to find a lot of girls that sing like that make music like that in and around Nashville, and I don't know. It did not have a compelling melody, certainly. Sashi, stay away.
Flattened, your brain splattered and automatic. Praying mad at your hands, magic, your all static. Make a mystery come right up out of night. You finish shooting up, baby, come and join the light, yeah. You think you know the best way
On the bots?
Fuck you, worse, great for you, you're on another avenue.
Nothing.
Watching people fading away.
What would I spend on the bots?
No government, religion, organized group intervention. Will know my life better than me, like it's written suspension. Felt right, all up through my house.
So the bot I made myself. I did have somebody help me with the framework. And I think the external amount of money that I spent for the bot in terms of buying stuff for it, getting something done for it, was maybe less than 200. But I could have done with 0. In the end, the bot is essentially all my coding, and didn't need any kind of specialized advertisement to grow or something like that. So other than minimal costs that we incur regularly, I didn't really spend money on the bot. Alright, let's listen to some more. Yeah, the intonation is problematic. Yeah, for later. That's for later. That's for later. Okay. We're gonna say pretty cool track. Would like to hear some more in the future. All the best. Maybe would focus on improving vocals and yeah, it's usual, you know. The vocals are kind of like a little bit more new, like person was new, and on the bot system, yeah. Okay. I hope I'll be able to spend some money for advertisement very soon. I would want to advertise the bot now that it's working so well. If I could have Discord unlock the bot, and then I would grow it. I would buy more processing power for the bot hosting as needed. I would advertise the bot, and then I would see how it all plays out money-wise. How much does it cost to run and advertise the bot versus how much is coming in advertisement stuff? Hey, Bobo, thank you for subscribing for 19 months. Now, talk about a dedicated dude. Bobo there, subscribed for the 19th month in a row. And I think he's been a subscriber since the very beginning. Since I started on Twitch and you could subscribe because I got affiliate. Because before that I was streaming and on various platforms and I was not affiliate, so you could not subscribe. And so thanks, Bobo, for always being here and for supporting the stream and the show and everything we do. It's very much appreciated. It's people like Bobo that make things possible for us as an indie label. Even if you think it's laughable that somebody supports you with just, a subscription, $5, $6 a month. But if you know what Spotify pays artists, then, this is appreciated. So thanks, Bobo. I think you're 19 months? Holy shit. Thanks, man. Now I forgot what I wanted to say. Grunt. I forgot what I wanted to say. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot. I totally forgot. I lost my train of thought there. Completely. Something with the bot. The advertisement. We're talking about the bot, yeah. Yeah, so, yes. So if advertisement and bot hosting is counteracted or is compensated by donation, I'm willing to do it. And even if not, the exposure that our people get is so awesome. I mean, if we get the bot on there and we grow the way that we grew the last 2 weeks or so, and we grow 10,000 servers every 2 weeks, I mean, come on, this is going to be huge. If that's going to be 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 servers, I don't know how many servers Discord has. I'm just dreaming here. And then people listen to one song per server per day. That's 100,000 plays a day. That's insane for an indie label. And it's fucking great advertisement. Not really advertisement. You're just showing off the product, And there were some security concerns in and around the music because we're pulling the music from our servers in an HTTP protocol, and people could reverse engineer the bot and find out blah blah whatnot. And if you're really, really tricky and really into tech, you could probably steal our MP3s. And I said to the guy, if somebody's so fucking dedicated to steal our MP3s, then they should have them. They probably can't afford them. It's very reasonable to buy the MP3s in our store. It doesn't really cost you a lot. We have something called the Platinum Collection, and Platinum Collection is currently priced at around, I think, 150, and that's all the music of the label, because we have about 200 songs on sale, and there's a discount for buying them all. So for $150, you can get the entire catalog. So if somebody needs to steal 2 MP3s, I really don't care. They want to hear the music so bad that they reverse engineer the bot. Go ahead. And Ladi is saying here currently 6.7 million active servers on Discord. That is insane. I thought it would be a few 100,000. That's nuts. If we and I'm already thinking of all kinds of shit, but if we get on 1 million servers and they're playing what? what? Crazy. So, really, really good potential for us here. I'm really, really happy that is happening, and I'm really into pursuing this further, but I did not think that there would be 7 million active servers on Discord. But I have to say, seeing from the bot today, I had 250 servers, and then I did the house cleaning, and I did a rough house cleaning, which means I made the bot leave every server that was less than 10 people, and that was 150 out of 250 servers. But then I was left with a sizable third that was over 10 people. So some of them were like 10,000 people servers and stuff. So if you calculate it together, that is really, really fucking awesome that so many people wanna have our stuff, you know. And if I'm gonna make a thing to where I count together to how many members the servers that have our bot on it have, and then I'm gonna make a stat, and I'm gonna be like, you know, bot is on 250 servers with 79,000 members or something, you know, and it's great. It's wonderful, you know. That in itself is a value, and this is also what I'm happy about. So aside from the whole, can we finance it? There's another consideration of how great is the advertisement capability that this has. Because it's a pretty good advertisement capability, and I believe in the power of giving away things for free, because I think that's where the economy of music is going. You give away your music for free, and you ask the fan that if they appreciate what they're getting, to give something back. Because the days when you were able to sell a CD for $10 are over. People aren't willing to do that. And if Spotify can do anything about it, they will absolutely make sure that this never happens again. I think Spotify will enter the music history as the company that has single-handedly destroyed more value in the music industry than any other company in the history of the world. They have certainly funneled billions out of artists' pockets into their own. So it's time to take back some of the power and this is what I really love, to take distribution, to take publishing into our own hands and give our fans direct access to stuff without an intermediary. Because you can listen to the music on Discord, you can buy the music on Discord, you can buy the music bought on Discord. There's seriously nothing you cannot do on Discord. And there is nothing that I would have in my mind that people would need Spotify or some kind of centralized service for. And I believe that decentralized music distribution is going to be a thing in the future. Just not necessarily how the NFT guys are thinking about it, because all of the NFT guys are already like, oh my God, we're gonna make so much money. We're gonna sell the NFTs for tens of thousands, and then we're gonna pay the artists $2, and we're gonna keep $98,999 for ourselves. The crypto sphere does not want to pay artists fairly. They just see that they have a money-making opportunity here. And NFTs are essentially complete bullshit, is why I stopped doing them. Also because I, as an economist and as somebody who did crypto trading, etc., I put a lot of time and analysis into the crypto sphere. In various regards, and essentially most of it is a scam. I can definitely say that as an economist, there's very little that could persuade me otherwise. I have not seen any substantial evidence that points to the fact that it's not all a fraud. Now, are the people that conducted fraudulent? No, because 99% of the people in the crypto sphere actually do not understand that it is a Ponzi scheme, a fraud. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when I found out that less than 10 people in the world control the price of every cryptocurrency in the world, less than 10 people control the price of every cryptocurrency in the world, including NFTs, I knew, and of course it's an unregulated market, I knew that it was a fraud. And we were then watching for certain indicators of fraud, and we did see them over the months. And what's happening in crypto is actually very sad. The 10 people that control crypto, 10 people is kind of like a thing for me, but spend billions in usually buying micro influencers. This is how you have so many crypto bros and and girls and guys and all kinds of people. They're shitting out money because they're making so much money. And the money in crypto goes from the poor people to the very rich people. Because all the people that are now, it used to not be so, that are now in charge of crypto are all super rich people. And what's happening in crypto is probably the worst example of the poor paying the rich that I've seen in a very long time. It's deeply undemocratic. It's absolutely centralized. There is no currency in the world that has fewer holders than any cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is so highly concentrated that 3 to 4 entities and the 3 to 4 persons representing those entities hold, I think, 55% of the entire currency. There is no currency in the world that is as centralized as every single cryptocurrency. And everything that they're saying is essentially a lie. The only reason why it works is because the people that they're selling it to have very little understanding what a currency is and how it works. So you have all these young, tech-savvy people that have zero understanding of money, of how a monetary system works, how a currency works, or even what it is, and they're greedy. And generally, any scheme is always sold by greed. The Ponzi scheme, the original Ponzi scheme, operated on a greed motivated basis as well. So someone spent $700 on a book set today. Well, that is beautiful, ebook networking. You have no idea what you have made. Telling everybody about it is not good. Someone spent $700 on a book set today. Yeah. Well, if they're buying that book set with you, ebook, then it's good. If you're the one writing the book and you're the one selling the book. And I think that is the reason why I'm talking about this crypto and all of this stuff, is because I do believe that the only way to go forward into the future is when people take charge of their own stuff. When artists are selling their stuff. Not some kind of crypto bro or some kind of Winklevoss twin or some kind of Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk type that creates a new fucking shit token that people invest millions into. There is soon no technical reason why music could not be distributed peer-to-peer. We don't need platforms anymore. We don't need Elon Musk's. We don't need Jeffrey Bezos's. We don't need Hexcoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Botcoin, or crypto monkeys to sell our music. All of these things are complete distractions and are only there to take your money. And they're not selling a product. They're selling an idea. They're selling an emotion. They are what we call a non-convertible good. You can never convert back from a cryptocurrency or a token to an actual value. You have to have somebody who also believes in the value of the token in order to get your money back. So, and the most damning evidence is that, of course, the entire cryptocurrency and NFT market is a zero-sum game because there's no value creation. Whatever somebody gains, somebody else loses. And there is the difference, because in crypto there is no value generation, nothing, no new value is ever created. There's only tokens created, but not value. So Twitter agreed to 4.4 million sale to Musk. Yeah, 4.4 billion sale to Musk. Elon Musk is driven by the need to be famous. And that was clear when he bought himself the right to be called Tesla founder, even though he bought the company and then kicked the founders out. But he really wanted to be a founder, and he was ready to spend all of his money for the title of being a founder. And that's the thing why he did the rockets. Yeah, he's going to privatize it. And I don't think it's going to be necessarily a super bad thing. I just think Elon Musk is driven by his need to be famous and loved, probably because he was a nerd when he was young. He was not looking good until he got all the plastic surgeries that he got. And he has low self-esteem. A lot of very powerful people and rich people suffer from low self-esteem. That's the reason why they're doing things. And those people are usually not great to be around because they're usually pretty big assholes. So, you know, so cryptocurrency is a zero-sum game, and you can, whatever you're winning, somebody else is losing, but mostly it's 15% gaining everything and 85% losing everything. But you know, you can be an economist all you want. People, the greed of people is actually boundless. It's crazy how much people will fall to propaganda if it says what they want to hear. But this is the same in cryptocurrency. This is the same in Trumpism. It's the same in Putinism. You know, it doesn't matter if you're part of the American right, which is heavily indoctrinated. It doesn't matter if you're a part of the Russian public, which is heavily indoctrinated. It doesn't matter if you're part of the cryptosphere, which is heavily indoctrinated. I've seen people that are 22 years old that could literally not tell you any definition of any economic term whatsoever, and they're going on TikTok and they're shilling some kind of some token that will get rug pulled, and then they'll just fucking do it again. And that's because everybody wants to be a hero. Elon wants to be a hero. If you look at Jeffrey Bezos, you can definitely tell that guy wants to be a hero. He doesn't want to be the bold, ugly, weird guy in the storage lot selling books that everybody laughs about. And everybody wants to be a hero. And when you want to be a hero, it's easy to influence you. You can be taken advantage of, and you can be manipulated. Only if you rest in yourself can people not move you. And then this this actually like a life wisdom that, you know, I learned the hard way. People that are looking outside for confirmation are easily manipulated. Because you can tell them all kinds of shit, because they're striving for validation. In the crypto sphere, that is very, very prevalent. People want to be, people want to be successful. People aren't really. So many people talk about the technology of crypto, and when I got into crypto, I sat down 3 days and read about crypto, how it works. And with me, granted, I have a degree in electrical engineering, I have a degree in economy, but with me sitting down for 3 days learning crypto, I was caught up to the point that from then on, I never met anybody who knew more about crypto than I did. I have to say that from that point on, I kept learning. But I was like super late to the curve, and I would have discussions with hundreds of people in the room in Clubhouse, and I would just fucking eat these crypto dudes. Because most of these people had absolutely no idea. And I was thinking to myself, okay, me as an engineer and economist, I can get into crypto, learn about it for 3 days, and I know more than anybody that I encounter. This is fucking insane. It's a whole industry of people that know absolutely nothing. And this is why it's so dangerous, and this is why I think that the music industry should stay far away from it. Let Universal, let Topps, let NFL, let everybody else make money. They're not making money with crypto, they're making money with emotion. And they're going to make money with shirts, with glowing jellyfish, with NFTs. It doesn't matter what it is that they use to make money. People make money because they're famous. When you're famous, people buy your shit. It doesn't matter what it is. People buy that stupid player from Kanye West. You know, what's it called? STEM player. Somebody else asked me about it the other night, you know, and it's just dumb. and Yo-Yo said, if you always need confirmation from the outside, you should think about it for a second. Yeah, but it's hard if you're in the emotion, you know. It's one thing to understand something, and it's another thing to make yourself feel something else, you know. And Meg says that he made a statement 5 minutes ago, and he's going to privatize you. Yeah, I'm not really sure what his deal is, but every time I research Elon Musk, my respect for him decreases, so I stopped doing that, because once you find out the whole thing with his ex-wife and oh my, I don't even want to. This guy has some serious demons, okay? And the more I generally research people, I find out that they're all normal. You know, they all have their ups and downs like I have too. It's just people tend to like deify people that are rich for some reason. You know, there was a generation that said soccer players are the best people in the world. And there was a generation that said rich people are the best people in the world. There was a generation that said soldiers are the best people in the world. It's always, society is always looking for heroes. And making the algorithm open source, the same lie that he told for Tesla. When I was still in the electromobility business, Elon Musk did a statement and said, we're going to give all the patents into the public domain. And everybody was like, great. And then we, of course, as a company in electromobility, we were interested. We looked at it. And the patents that he gave to the public domain were things that were so outdated that nobody was using them anymore. And all of the patents that were actually really interesting, they did not make public. And this is one thing that you will learn about Elon Musk. He actually lies a lot. There was this controversy where he said he donated so many Starlink units to Ukraine, and then various public entities in the United States said, well, the United States government actually paid half of that, and you never even mentioned us in a single word. And this is typically of what he does. He loves working in half-truths. And I saw a whole entire interview with him where he was evading the thing with the founding of Tesla. And he would never directly say that he was there to found the company. He would just always go around and be like, yeah, you know. So what you see in essence is somebody who very deliberately falsifies the truth in order to make himself more appealing to the general public, because I do believe he really wants to be loved. And he lives for the Twitter shit. I'm going to donate. I'm going to do this, you know. If you give me a way to feed the poor people, I will give the money to feed all of the poor people. And then all of his fanboys are like going crazy. Elon's going to save all the hungry people, you know. And then some public economists post in there, if you want to defeat world hunger, you're going to need a whole lot more money than you ever had. But that drowns, you know, the reality drowns. And that's the kind of thing that kind of like connects Elon Musk and Donald Trump and also Vladimir Putin and others, in that they make statements that make their base very happy, and the retraction of the false part of the statement is usually drowned and is not seen, because the crowd has already moved on and nobody cares what the scientist says that comes on afterwards and says, you know, actually, it isn't like that. And that's it, you know, defeating spam bots. Yeah, and of course he immediately promoted some... Elon Musk has found out that he can get out of all of his monetary troubles with SpaceX and with Tesla and with everything else if he can shill his crypto on Twitter, because he owns Twitter. He has a platform to print indefinite amounts of money because people will follow him and they will put money into whatever he says. If he owns Twitter, Twitter will make him billions, many, many billions, because with that megaphone, he'll be able to influence the public opinion in America a whole lot and around the world. And there's exactly the reason why Murdoch became an American and bought Fox News, because when you have the ability to influence a lot of people, you can make a lot of money. Because all you have to do is put in there... they want to have a platform to promote their stuff, and it does make sense. If I had the money and I could easily buy Twitter, and I would also have co-investors, which he has, and I could then essentially grant myself the ability to post anything, even the stupidest bullshit. First day I post, the new very interesting best token in the world is going to be Avi token. And we're now selling $10 billion worth of Avi token. You should totally go and buy it. And people would go and buy Avi token for $10 billion. You would pocket the $10 billion and you would say, thank you very much, idiots. In 6 months, we're going to do Lottie token. And then we're going to do Yo-Yo token. And at the end of this process, I will be extremely rich and you'll be still as stupid as you were always. So, you know, it's about influence and power, and buying Twitter is a smart move because it allows you to circumvent any kind of censorship that you would have on the platform, because he wants to go on the platform uncensored and promote his products. He's able to influence the price of Tesla. The SEC has multiple times said to him, stop doing that. This is why he's actually retreated from the board of Tesla. He's going to do the same thing for SpaceX. He's going to officially disconnect himself from all of his assets and then shill the fuck out of them, because then it's not a crime anymore. He's just a regular owner. I just own parts of it. I'm not on the board. I'm not a representative. I just own 40% of it. And I'm just telling everybody that the product that I own is the best product in the world. That's exactly what he needs Twitter for. Because in all actuality, his businesses, all of his businesses, have always been in very dire straits for money, because none of them ever made money. None of his businesses, none. Not a single one of his businesses has ever made money. And this is another lesson you can really learn from him. If anything, he's a master salesman. He's somebody who was always able to sell the idea rather than the product. And I'm exactly the opposite. I try to sell the product and not the emotion. I know it's wrong, but that's what it is. When he did X.com, he by the way never had anything to do with PayPal. A lot of people think he made PayPal, but he didn't. He made X.com, and X.com was sold to PayPal and then closed. PayPal, essentially, Peter Thiel bought X.com to just close it. It was a competitor that was just killed. and his code never lived on, and his company never lived on. And from that, he got the money to buy out the people in Tesla. And then he kept selling the dream. And he did a lot for electromobility. I really love him for doing that. He was the man that single-handedly pushed electromobility more than any living person that I know. Great achievement. But I think at some point he kind of like derailed a little bit. And, things are just, with him, things are never as they seem. But I'm a bit unsure about him, I'm pretty sure I can judge Bezos well. I think Bezos is kind of a bit fucking crazy. But I also really respect what Amazon did. Strong baseline, something there, Tesla, strong ideas. But the people, I would not trust Jeffrey Bezos and Elon Musk farther than I can spit, seriously. Not great people. Not great people to work for, not great people to be around. Nobody wants to be around them. Ask around and look. But anyway, I'm just generally on a soapbox already. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here today. For today, it's 10 o'clock. This was Record Label Boss, a very interesting Record Label Boss. And Meg says his Twitter account is bombarded with bots. Yeah, maybe that's it. And I'm going to come back next Wednesday at 2000 Central European Time. We're certainly going to talk more about the Discord bot, about how all of that is going. We're going to do some music review on Wednesday, though, because we have to. We got like a whole bunch of songs that we haven't done today because we've been chit-chatting. We're going to do some song review, and on Wednesday, we're also going to talk about the Discord. If you want to join us until then, go here, countzerorecords.com/Discord for the chatting. And if you want to invite the music bot, you have about 2 hours that it's currently open. Countzerorecords.com/DMB, Discord music bot, to invite it to your Discord server. Other than that, I wish you a wonderful Monday and Tuesday. I'll see you on Wednesday at 2000 Central European Time. I love you all, and I'll see you later.
Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. А ми тую червону калину підіймемо. А ми нашу славну Україну розвеселимо. Ой, у лузі червона калина похилилася. Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася. luci, cervo